I believe I can explain the most argued element of Duelist Kingdom without treading old ground. Hey there folks, and welcome back to another video. So today we'll be talking about the one big thing that a lot of people debate and argue about and complain when concerning Duelist Kingdom, and that is its supposed shenanigans. Now, I know a while back that TGS Anime did a video explaining the various things that the arc had, and he did a great job explaining most of it. But when it boiled down to the, supposed shenanigans that Duelist Kingdom had, he kind of staggered a little bit, or at least it felt like he was staggering a little bit, explaining that stuff. So what I'm going to do today is, without just reiterating the duels themselves, I'm going to actually explain why the logic behind the duels actually works on a game perspective, game level, not perspective. And the only duel I'm actually going to reference is actually going to be the best one when concerning the one aspect that Duelist Kingdom actually has to offer in terms of a second game, and that is Dungeons and Dragons. But the duel I'm going to be referencing is actually going to be the Paradox Brothers episodes. Yeah, episodes. From now on, I'll just call it the duel. Whatever. Anyways, so for those who have never played Dungeons and Dragons, it's a tabletop role-playing game where you have your own pre-made character and you go through a story or you go through a dungeon and you have a dungeon master and you have other players. And the idea is to survive this scenario and be able to do different things based off of the stats that your character has, plus the luck of the die that you throw. And also, if you're able to convince the dungeon master that certain things can happen in certain ways. Now, to put this into the perspective of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's really just being able to get your voice out and make your opponent be convinced, yeah, that can happen. Just like in Dungeons and Dragons, say with pride, your gusto, or whatever word is, what you want to do, and say it in just a way that it convinces the dungeon master to go, maybe that could happen. Okay, roll for initiative. And it also depends, it all depends on what the die roll is. For all intents purposes, 1 is a critical failure, 20 is a critical success, and anything in between it depends on your I guess your addition or whatever your stat is plus the die. Now, when concerning the best duel in Duelist Kingdom to put this up against, the Paradox Brothers not only explain how the duel is to happen in the ways of, okay, we have this board, your monster can only move what its card says in terms of its level. Now, I know in the English one, I think it was like, I think they changed it a little bit from the Japanese dub, because it was like star rating, which makes a little sense, but whatever. But they do go through like various mini scenarios, like what I've been showing, and it works out in just a way that it feels like they were playing a Dungeons and Dragons game with a dungeon master and goes, yes, I believe that. Okay, roll. And everything that goes on goes within the boundaries of Dungeons and Dragons. And it does go for a very good scenario. I wonder if anybody's actually done that before. But yeah, that's hopefully that explains it a bit. But yeah. Anyways, I do have something planned for the next video, which is rather interesting. But until next time, folks. It's time.